Hello everyone, welcome back to yours truly, Dahhhling. If you're new to the channel, my name's Elijah. Everyone just calls me Dahhhling. And as you can see from the title down below, we are going to be doing another Bath and Body haul. Now I do these, if you go on the channel, you know I do these probably like maybe once or twice a year, maybe 3 depending if there's a new drop. So a few months back, y'all know there was the Princess line that dropped, and there was 6 of the princesses that they showcased. And I did pick up a scent of each just to review. And if I have to say my favorite out of the 6, y'all know Ariel is my favorite, right? Ariel is my #1 princess. Coming in second is Aurora, which they didn't have. I was kind of bummed. But anyways, at least they had Ariel. I wasn't a fan of pretty much all of them, except if I had to pick, I would say Moana. I just happen to have the candle here in the studio. So speaking of Moana, this is the candle. And right away I smell it. So clean and fresh. To tell you the truth, I don't even need to light. All I need to do is take off the lid and the whole studio will smell like that for the day. And then at the end of the day, I just put the cap back on and I'm good. So yeah, haven't even used it. And I did mention this in that video, that when you start to burn the candle, there's a message, I think, on the back of the candle. And yeah, a little message, I guess, pertaining to Moana. But anyways, so that was part of the line. But if I had to pick, like I said, Moana would be the scent for me. On Ariel's scent, I did like the lip gloss, which smelled like vanilla. It had like a hint of vanilla and it was good. Everything else, it was just not it for me. So anyways, fast forward a few months later, they did end up dropping a villains line. It was only 2 this time, so it was Evil Queen and Maleficent. Well, if you've been with the channel long enough, you know I love Maleficent, right? It's her and Ursula. Those are my top 2. All right, y'all, we're back. I got a text message, and so I already took care of that. So anyways, back to the Bath and Body. So yeah, the villains, they only dropped 2. So I did a live stream and live unboxing. Instead of doing a video, because I didn't get that much of the merch that they dropped, I probably got like 4 items. So I said, you know, I started doing live streams during the week, which I'm probably gonna start doing or keep up with it at least once a week, and then live stream, you know, in the park on the weekend at Knott's. So anywho, when I did that live stream, I did a live unboxing. I did show the items, and I'm gonna show you here. I'm gonna show you those first, and then we're gonna get into the second set of items that I bought, because they dropped this was like for 2 days, 50% off, and I was like, this is what I was waiting for. My gut was telling me, the first time when it first dropped, it did drop, let me just say this, it dropped a couple of days to the members before it hit the public. And I was browsing, and it was a 2-day thing that was for members. I didn't do the first day, I was busy, so I finally caught up with it on the second day. And I was browsing, and I picked up a few items, and I saw a lot of stuff that I wanted to get, but something kept telling me, and usually I'm good at that, right? If my heart or gut is telling me, not right now, it's usually for a good reason. But I was like, I do these videos at least, you know, like I said, a couple times throughout the year, and I said this would be an extra bonus. But something was just like, no, not right now, just no. I was like, what? But at the same time, I was like, you know what, I'm listening to my gut. So I went ahead and I just picked up these items first. So the first one was, and let me just say, I don't remember these being expensive, or maybe just because everything else is going up, but some of the Bath and Body line was a little pricey. But anywho, I got a lip gloss, and I remember the lip glosses being maybe like $6 or $7. Well, these were 10, I want to say, $9.99, somewhere around there. So they had the Maleficent lip gloss. There we go, sorry about the glare. So that's what it looked like. That's the back. And I did try it. Now let me just say, again, I wasn't a fan of the scents. I don't know what it is, but the lip glosses always seem to be hitting. Like the Ariel lip gloss, that one was good. This one I was hoping, because I didn't like the scent at all. I think it was did I get the spray? No, it was, well, I'll show you right now. The few items that I did get, I did smell, wasn't a fan of it. So that was the gloss. My lips are a little dry right now, so All right, we're ready to go. And like I said, the only scent I like is in the gloss. For some reason, I don't know if they soften it up or what, but the Ariel one is good. I like this one, but everything else, no. And then I did pick up these. Now remember, I only ordered like 4 items. All right, so I did this again on a live stream because it was only a few that I picked up, a few trinkets. This was one of them. So this is the hand sanitizer, the Maleficent. You see the little beads inside. And so the sanitizers are usually like 6 for $10. So I got 3 of the Maleficent, which by the way, not a fan of this scent. The other one I have it in, no, I'll show you that right now. It's in the casing, and not a fan. I don't like the smell of this one. Yeah, so I'm not a fan. But I'm gonna use them because like I said, I go through these like crazy, but not a fan. Okay, yeah, so it's in here. And then this is the last Maleficent item piece that I got. And it was the case for the sanitizer, which I already have inside. These are loose, little fringe, and they glow in the dark, by the way. So all this right here, I like the way that feels. But it does glow. You can see her horns. The side. And then the back. I say villains, Disney villains. So I loved it. I loved it. So I grabbed that. So if I get a chance during this video, I'll input like what it looks like glowing. But anyways, so I had to have that. That was a must. And these were the only items that I grabbed of Maleficent. That was it. Now because the sanitizers were 6 for $10, I got 3 of Maleficent, and then the other queen they were showing was the Evil Queen. So you see the silhouette. These also have the little beads in them. And yeah, so I grabbed 3 and 3. I'm not a fan of this one as well. I don't know what it is with the scents lately. So I did get 2, or 3 actually. The other one is probably in one of my other cases that I have. So I did get 3 and 3. If I had to pick, it's gonna be the Evil Queen that I like more, I wanna say, as far as the sanitizers go. But the green one was not it. All right, so here they are. These were the 2. I do like it. It's very Halloween-y, but again, not a fan. I also have, oh, that's right. I did get the hand soap. Let me show you. All right, y'all, so I'm back. So I had this one in my bathroom. So this is the Maleficent one. So, you know, I like the colors. The color was nice, Bath and Body-ish, kind of sheer see-through. But the pattern, the picture starts on the side and it goes to the front. So anyways, again, I wasn't even a fan, was not a fan of the hand soap. You can see how much I used. And after that, probably, I would say that first couple of days, 2-3 days, yeah, that was it for me. I have, you know, I bought so many of these. If you watch, you all know I do videos on hand soaps. I'll buy like 25 at a time and review them. And so I always have backup, so I'm using my reserves right now until, you know, I get something new. But anyways, in fact, I just recently got some. It was a pumpkin spice scent and some other scent too, but I'm using the pumpkin one right now in my bathroom, which is perfect because, you know, pumpkin spice season is here. But anyways, the Maleficent one, again, not a fan of the hand soap, the sanitizer, and I'm pretty sure I wouldn't like the body sprays either. So anyways, the only thing that was good was the lip gloss. All right. All right, so before we get into the next box, there's a few more trinkets that I want to show you all that I bought. I did show in that live stream as well. All right, so these trinkets that I bought were way before these, or probably after, but I didn't buy them together. But anyways, it's more of the I love sanitizers, y'all. I love sanitizers. So I don't remember if I did a video on these, or I'm pretty sure maybe it was a video. Because like I said, I've been doing live streams lately, so it might have been a live stream, but anyways, I saw this and this was cute, so I picked up that. So I got 2 of those. So Goo Friend, which by the way, I also have the hand soap. That one's okay, not a fan of it either, but I like it better than the Maleficent one. So that one is about halfway done. I replaced it, so I'm using the pumpkin spice one at the moment. But anyways, I had picked up these as well. So it was 3 and 3. The other ones I'm using, so I have one right now. The other two that I have are already in the little containers that I have on my bag that I use on the weekend, and my work bag as well. So this is the other one, Candy Apple Cauldron. So I am using the other two. And so yeah, those were the two that I had picked up. All right, and then the last item, so it was either a video or a live stream, maybe I did both, but this was the other item that I had picked up. This was like 12 bucks, and it's lip gloss. It's cute, and it smells like pound cake, strawberry pound cake. So the heart, you just twist, and then it's like a little wand. There we go. Can you see that? I can already smell it from here. Strawberry pound cake. I don't want to clash or mix it because I already have the Maleficent one on. But anyways, this was cute. And you just twist it back on. A little hot. Yes, okay. Anyways, before we get into the box now, let me just show you, honey. It's been a while since I've had them done, but I finally did my nails. So I did them for my birthday, on my birthday. So I don't know when this video is going up. I'm gonna use this as a filler because, as you know, Knott's Berry Farm right now is Knott's Scary Farm. And so I've already done a couple of videos of the park when it's, you know, the transitioning phase, all the way up until where the park is already done with all the park decor. And I already covered some of the merch. The shows are starting to come out. So in one of my last videos, I did show the stage, you know, where the Peanuts come out in their Halloween costume. There's another stage on the side. So getting some of the shows, and then I think that's gonna be pretty much it. If I happen to do Scary Farm, which I'm not a fan of, that'll be another video for a Friday. But for now, I think I'm pretty much already set with the, at least for the park. But there's still a lot of food to try, so I still might continue with the videos for Knott's as far as like trying the Halloween foods and treats and desserts and all that good stuff. So that'll still be here and there, but I don't want to be redundant either. But there's tons of food, so there'll probably be a couple of videos just on the food alone and drinks. But anyways, I'm gonna have fillers just in case I don't have anything for the month of October. I don't want to be redundant. I'm gonna have Bath and Body. I have a Costco haul that I did, and there's another video that I did. Anyways, they're gonna be fillers if I don't have content for the month of October as far as like Knott's Scary Farm goes. So that's that. But anyways, back to the nails. Now I did just get these. These nails are barely a day old. So I don't know when I'm gonna upload this video, but September 27th, which was a Saturday, was my birthday. So that was yesterday. I'm recording this today. It's the 28th. And again, only about a day old. And I haven't had them done in a while, but you know me, I love my red and I love the glitter. And so these right here, the style, it's not glitter, it's more of a shimmer that's inside this nail color. And he called it, it's called cat eye, which is a style that they used. So he paints them, and then he did one by one because he had to get a little magnetic piece to, in other words, form. So you could see the little shimmers kind of like departing or moving to one side, and then he got the magnet piece, the little magnetic thing, and then he put it on this side of the nail, and you can see the shimmers kind of like pushing away from the nail. It's weird, but anyways, it's called cat eye. And I don't know if it's picking up, but you see like it's like right in the middle, it's light, and then it's dark. So it's called the cat eye. And yeah, so anyways, you can probably see it on this finger a little bit better. So, and then I told him I've always loved the coffin style. I don't like the square ones. I don't like the almond style. I'm just not a fan of those. There was another one he mentioned, but coffin has always been for me because it just makes your fingers look long, narrow, you know what I mean? Slim. So the longer the nail, the better for me. But anyways, and I did put a little crystal, two little crystals on them. So there they are. So I got these done for my birthday, and you can see how long they are. I do like them long. Like for me, like I said, if I'm gonna get acrylics, I'm gonna get acrylics, honey. But here they are, cat eye. I forgot the color of the nail polish, but there's one that I like, it's called ruby red, you know, like the ruby slippers. But anyways, cat eye style crystals for my birthday, and yes, I just love it. All right, anyways, I'm still adjusting to them because, like I said, it's been a while since I've had them. So a few things that it took me time, like for instance, my earrings, right? The little thing in the back, it was just like I had to like hold the little thing between like my fingers, and just, yeah, it was a mission, honey. So anyways, yeah, there's a couple of things that I find it kind of hard to do. Like for instance, right, when I have a can, when I have my little sparkling ciders, my waters, right at the top. So I have to get either a fork or something, stick it underneath, kind of like pick this up a little bit, and then I just get like my finger to, anyway, so yeah, it's little things like that. But anywho, before we start, Dahhhling needs a sip, honey. I did show this, I think, in one of my videos, but y'all know I love my Mariah, honey. I did get this on Amazon, and in fact, I think it's still available too. So if you go to Amazon, you're a Mariah fan, if you just like butterflies, or if you just like the rainbow, these are still available. These were 50 bucks. Anyways, let me have a little swig, and then we'll continue, honey. All right, let's move on. All right, so I have my scissors right here. It's a big box. All right, so this is the box. There it is, Bath and Body. And I think in this order, I think I got 4, 5, maybe 6 items. And bear with me, you all. Again, these nails take me a little bit longer to open up some of the things, to open some of the items in this box. They're still using, I don't know, this brown. I like when they use that blue, the blue and white, the gingham style. So I don't know, they're like off and on, but lately they just been stuck on this color right here. I don't like this color. I don't know. I'm just used to the blue and white. But this is what we have. Let's start off. Okay, so we're gonna start off in there. All right, so I did get a hand soap. All right, so this is the Evo Queen hand soap, and this is pretty. I like the sides. Ooh, the top too. So Maleficent doesn't have anything as far as like the black part, but look at this. Look at that. Look at that purple right here. This little transition. Do you guys see that? All right, so there's the Evo Queen. Sorry about the glare. And just like the other one, it does continue on one side. You see the gold and the purple on the bottom. That's pretty. Nothing on the other side, but this is what I'm talking about. Right here, this gold trim. So it kind of looks like her crown. I like that. Because here's Maleficent, see, and it's just black. So, missed opportunity. I think they could have done something there. But nonetheless, I like that. And again, let me read the notes. So it's dark red apple, vanilla suede, and wicked pear. So it didn't sound too bad. So I'm gonna give this a try, and then I'll probably let you guys know in another video how this one was. But pretty much, like I said, I didn't like any of them. But we'll give it a try and see. So I got the hand soap. All right, so before we continue, I just want to say that this stuff on the second box here, everything was 50% off. You all, I had mentioned that my heart or my gut I listened to, and normally I would have just bought everything then and done the video, but something kept saying, you don't need that yet, you don't need it yet. Just pick up the few little trinkets and worry about the stuff later. So, you know, usually, again, it's always right. And so, the stuff that I wanted to get, I have here. And not only that, it was 50% off. So I saved a lot, y'all. So if I would have bought the stuff then, and then this 50% came after, I would have been livid. Either way, I love it. And you know, you can always put it out. If you're like a villain fanatic, you can have it out all year long. or if you just like me, just around, you know, spooky season. So everything I'm showing you here in this box was 50% off. These were like $10, I want to say, or 15, something like that. It was 10 or 15, and I'm just like, I remember these hand soaps used to be, oh my gosh, same thing, like maybe $5-6, if that. These were, yeah, $9.95. Okay, so these were $10, so I got this for $4.95. Score. So if I don't like it, it was only $5. But anyways, so yeah, 50% off. All right, so the next item I got, this is cute, and I did see it, but again, I'm not an Evil Queen fan. But let me see, does it have the tag on this one? This was, yeah, $15, so it was $14.95. I got it for $7. And it is another, what do you call it? And it's another case for your sanitizers. So there's a little keychain right here on top. So that's the back. And that's the top. And it's cute, it's like a hard plastic. That's where you put the little sanitizer. But anyways, there's a mirror. Oh, it does say villains again, like they're like the other one, Disney villains on top. But there's the mirror, and then there's the apple on the bottom. Now it shows that it lights up, so I don't know if you press the apple or it's supposed to light up. I don't know how. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a button right here on the top. Let's see. Hopefully. Oh, do you see that? Oh, hold on, y'all. All right, kind of dimmed my ring light, so maybe we can see it better. Ooh. Again, not a fan of Evil Queen, but from $15 to $7, honey, this looks good, right? Doesn't this look good for $7? So anyways, I'm definitely gonna use this, and I have a bunch of hand sanitizers. So this, yes, I'll probably put it on one of my bags. I like that. Yes, okay. All right, so I did get another one. This is also part of the Evil Queens line, and it is the Poison Apple. I did see this, but I passed it up. But again, everything was 50% off. So this was $10.95, and I got it for $4 something, yo, $4 or $5 something. And so I thought it was cute. Like I said, only what, like $5? And they all have the Villains logo in the back. Kind of matches my nails, huh? That's where the sanitizer goes. And yeah, so cute. And it's kind of big too. You see my palm. Also, the green part, it does glow in the dark. All right, y'all. So Poison Apple, so cute. So I got that. All right, so I picked up a third hand sanitizer little kit, but it's from the Maleficent line. And here it is. Now, I know some of you are wondering, are probably thinking, wait a minute. Didn't you buy one already? Didn't you just show us in the beginning? I sure did. So the back, actually, it's silver. The front is green, and again, it does glow in the dark. It does say Villains in the back. And this was going for $10.95. So again, half of that, right? 50% off. All right, so if you made it this far, thank you for watching. It is giveaway time, small little giveaway. If you like villains in general, or particularly if you have a specific one, so if you're a fan of Maleficent, I will be doing a giveaway of this. Remember, this part does glow in the dark. And I'll also include the sanitizer. So I'll send them, I won't put it in there, I'll let you all do that. But yeah, that's where you would put it. And yeah. So again, all you have to do, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like this video. And if you happen to see the hype, make sure you tap that hype It's free to do all that. These are all the steps. So make sure you're subscribed, like the video, hype it if it's there, comment down in the comment section down below. Just put, right, we'll just make it simple. I don't want any, errors as far as like spelling Maleficent. So just put in the description box, hashtag giveaway, that's it. And you're entered. Make sure your profile is public, because if it's private, I'm just gonna move on to the next person. Make sure you're public. You have to be subscribed, like the video, hype the video. Again, this is only for US and Canada only at this moment. And that's pretty much it. And don't forget, comment, hashtag giveaway, and that's it. And this could be yours. Now, I'm not gonna have a date or a time when I'm gonna be announcing the winner. So just make sure you're subscribed and make sure you tap that bell. This way you'll be notified every time I upload a video, something on my community tab, whatever it is, you'll be notified. If I do a live stream, I don't know, I might announce the winner on a live stream. I don't know. That's why just make sure you have that bell notified. This way you'll be notified when I announce the winner. So stay tuned for that, and good luck to the winner. Oh, by the way, this one is mine. So I do have two, just in case. I already took off the tag and I already have the sanitizer in there. This is mine. This is brand new. This one still has the tag and an unused sanitizer. All right, y'all, let's move on. All right, so we have two more boxes. This is one of them. The other one is very large, so we'll do that one last. All right, I don't remember. Oh, I think I do. So it was the little holders for the sanitizers, the hand soap, and I think I know what this one is because it's really light. I thought it was going to be heavy, but it's like really light. Let's see. Ooh, it's kind of big too. A lot of bubble wrap. And excuse me all again, like I said, these nails, I've just got them. They're only like a day old, so I'm still trying to like get used to them. And I'm also on vacation. Like I said, I'm recording this. My birthday was yesterday, Saturday. Today's Sunday, and then I'm off all of next week. So the plans were, I don't know, but I'm supposed to go to Disney. We'll see if that happens. It's still up in the air. And then I wanted to do Vegas, but that's also up in the air. But it just came so quick that it looks like most likely I'll just, as long as I'm not at work, I'm good. So most likely I'll just be home or probably spending time with the family. I do want to go to the LA Zoo. I know I went last year for my birthday. I did a lot of things last year for my birthday. Like every day that I was off, I did something. But if you know me, and if you've been with the channel long enough, you know that I love animals. I'm an animal lover, you know. So going to the zoo, I think I would just love. So, you know, going to the zoo is something I wanted to do. Don't know what day, but for sure I want that. But for sure, we'll be doing the zoo, and of course, I'll be taking you along. So, all right, I think I got it. They wrapped it really well. Plus, like I said, these nails are kind of slowing me down just a little bit. All right, ooh, this is nice. Now I see why they put it in that. So, okay. This is something that I will definitely be using just for spooky season. I mean, like I said, if you're a villain fan, this is something you might use all year long. But it is the wall mount for the wallflowers. And here she is. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at the purple flowers on the bottom. The crow. Oh, look at the staff right here. Looks like a staff. There's two of them. Yep. And then the back is kind of like a stained glass effect. The horns on the top. And that's the back. So definitely right here, it is stained glass effect. It's plastic, but you know, the stained glass look. And course, we would plug it in. I do have a couple of these that I did buy, was it last year or something? They're more like the Christmas scent, so I think they're like the cinnamon and the something berry, berry something, I don't know, something for the holidays, so I could use that for this one. But this is cute. And this one I paid, so this one was, again, remember, everything 50% off, so this was $24.99, you guys, so I paid like 14 something for this one, so that was a steal. All right, so just mind you, all this stuff that I'm showing you right now is 50% off, so I am excited because a lot of stuff, you know, was, like I said, was kind of pricey. And also, let me just add, I thought it was just me, but I didn't see the excitement or the enthusiasm as when the Princess line dropped. That was like chaotic, things went quick. In the store was just crazy. There was lines just to get in, to get the merch. But this one, it came and it went, and the items were still there. And again, we're like over a month, maybe 2 since this dropped. And when they did the 50%, the items were still there. And so everything that I was gonna get, again, was still there, 50% off. And like I said, I listened to my gut and my heart. They usually, I get these feelings every now and then, and I'm like, but I'm gonna miss it. They're gonna come, they're gonna go, and that's it. And if I do want it, I'm gonna have to go like to those second parties or those third parties, whatever, like Mercari or eBay or something like that. And they're gonna charge 2-3 times the amount, which is ridiculous. But anyway, so I picked up this little gadget. So cute. Oh, hunty. All right, look at this one. Yes. Big and it's heavy. All right, so this is the grand finale. This was probably the most expensive thing from the Dahhhling line, if not one of the most expensive. And I did see Diarra over at Diarra's Lounge. She did show that item, and when they showed it, I was like, should have just picked it up, but nope. And then I also saw Dahhhling over at Disney and Dahhhling. She did do a Bath & Body haul too on these villains, and she also had this item. And I was just like, I messed up, but usually, like I said, my heart or my gut, I always listen to it, and never fails me. So I did just that, honey. And not only that, but y'all, 50% off, so I didn't pay full price for it. And it's right here. So yes, even better. Ooh, it is heavy. Now Diarra did say she thought it was gonna be like cheap plastic or light or something. No, she was right. This, it's definitely worth the $60 that it was, or 65, whatever amount. This is heavy. It is not plastic. Ooh, yeah, this is heavy. So I'm gonna end up saving that because I'm gonna probably put it back in there. Wow. Seriously, this could do some damage. Wow. Wow, and she is heavy. Oh my goodness. So again, this thing was, here's the tag. All right, so this piece was $60, so it was $59.99. And again, 50% off, so I got it for like $29.99. And honey, let me show you. OMG. Wow. And there she is right here. That is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. And look at the castle, half green on top. We got the silvery gray on the bottom. And she does wrap around, so there's the tail. Black and purple, wow. The back, with the wings, and then on her back. So she's in dragon form right here. Wow. And just the castle. And there she is, the green eyes, the mouth. Wow, look at those eyes. Woo. And then the castle. Let's get a look at the castle. There's the tag. Look at that. So 60 bucks, like I said, definitely worth a 60 if you got it at the time. But honey, when that 50% came, I'm surprised they still had this. So $30, man, I scored. And then that is where the candle goes. Place the candle there. I'm not really a candle person, so I may just use it just for looks. But oh my God, and it's heavy. This is heavy. So now I know what they were talking about. Wow. And again, the tag is on the bottom. So you can see what it was, $59.99. And that's it, you all. That is gonna do it for this video. This is the very last piece. And I'm excited that I grabbed it, and even more excited I got it for $30. Anyways, I don't know if they're gonna be dropping anymore, if these were just the two for now, or this year, or maybe that's it, I don't know. But I'm glad that they did this, and I was able to get a little more, and for 50% off. So anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and remember, if you see that hype button, hit that hype button. Definitely helps out small channels like myself. And also don't forget to share this video out on any of your social media platforms, however you see fit. I would greatly appreciate it. We're at 2,300. We're trying to go for 2,500 right now. And then of course, after that, we want to go for 3,000. Again, we're a small channel trying to grow. So share this out to your family, your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors, whoever. Share it out. I'd greatly appreciate it. And don't forget, we are doing the giveaway. This is the new one. Here's the tag. So if you like Maleficent or just villains in general, this could be yours, along with the sanitizer. Small little trinket just to say thank you. And again, no date, but just make sure that you're subscribed and that you have that bell. Make sure you tap that bell to be notified. Every time I upload something, this way you'll be notified. I'm just noticing it doesn't show on the, all you see is the green. I'm looking at on the side here and it's purple. So it's like a two-tone. I wish you could see that. So it's like a purple green. So in the light, but when it's in the dark, like back here, it's like a purplish color. It's weird. Oh, but it's not picking up. But anyways, it's like a two-tone. I just noticed that right now. But anyways, just follow those rules and this little trinket could be yours. But other than that, let me know which was your favorite piece. And also, just really quick, thank you again for those who wished me a happy birthday over on my Instagram. You know, I post every day on my Instagram and YouTube. Those are the two main platforms that I use. I do have Facebook, which I really don't use. And I do have Snapchat, but again, I'm not really big on that either. But anyways, Instagram and YouTube. So thank you so much for all the kind words, the birthday wishes, and all that stuff you guys sent my way. I had the greatest birthday ever. So a big shout out to my sister, not JoJo, you guys know JoJo, but I have another sister. And she threw that party for me, and everything was phenomenal, y'all. To the food, to the decorations, to the cake, everything was great. Everything was superb. To the snacks, and we had a charcuterie board, and just, yeah, all of the above. I may do a birthday vlog. Maybe I'll throw that in there at a later time. Not too sure. It's up in the air. I may or may not. But anywho, a shout out to my sister. So thank you, and thank you to everyone again who sent the birthday wishes. Don't forget about the giveaway. Hit that hype button again. It definitely helps me out tremendously. But other than that, I love you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Mahalo.